So as we move out of pool, as we move out to the next pool, looks like Silver advanced from the previous pool. Yes, you can check the bracket and follow along with the bracket. It's a dense bracket. Bear with us. You can follow along with the bracket there. Silver did make it out of pools. And we got Lubanah. Rocking the beautiful Life 4 shirt. Shout out to the Life 4 community as well. Life 4, if you're unfamiliar, is a community in which, if you want, you know, you kind of, after a certain point with rhythm games, you kind of hit a little bit of a wall. Where sometimes just going to play and maybe set scores and you keep on playing the same stuff, you kind of hit a rut. Life 4 is awesome because they have a ranking system that gives you requirements. So it helps you to get outside your box by maybe playing some songs you're not familiar with and pushing you to score better and hit little certain milestones and ranking up. So shout out to the Life 4 community. If you are interested, reach out. We'll get you in touch with the Life 4 community, the Discord. Awesome community, awesome group. Super supportive of each other. All right, so we are going to play Himawaari ESP. Supernova Gang remembers this. I would say this is a version, this and Supernova 2 are the versions that are kind of the cutoff of the boomer generation. As those were the last two versions that became widely available here in the US. Mostly Supernova. You can still probably find some Supernova cabinets in the wild today. Life 4 confirmed to be the best thing that happened to your career. You love to see it. You love to see it. And we love to see these two players coming up. Lubanah with his first pulls today. Silver coming out. Here we go. All right, both players sit on his ESC. Lubanah right now with about a 3-point differential. Himawaari, classic song, kind of, you know, goes a little bit at the end. But besides that, I'd say I love it. It's pretty on sync, straightforward. It's a song that I see that when people play it, they definitely go, oh, I can do that. And they just play it a lot more because of favorite of many. Lubanah with about 6 points over Silver in the jump section. Both players handling it beautifully. All right, Lubanah with about 10 EX points. Both players still sitting on a PSC right now. Oh, and they handle that swing section gorgeously. All right, here we go. 10-point lead. Oh, so Lubanah picks up a great. Closes the gap for Silver by about, that's about 11 points. Let's see if we can finish it out. All right, Silver with the PSC, but Lubanah takes it by 10 points. 1086 to 1076. Good set from the both of them. All right, so as we figure out, Lubanah takes a little bit of a breather over there. We're about to get ready to the next song in the card drop. Oh, dear God. So I said it, wild picks are ahead. Wild picks can happen. When it comes to this card draw style, there's strategy. And here's the strategy. We're already getting cracks. We're already doing it, chat. We're gonna play BSP, Fascination MAXX. Also, fun fact, this chart was when Tag, special guest here in the building, Tag, AKA Yasuhiro Taguchi, when he started working for Konami, he worked as a step charter. Tag made these charts. All of the difficulties. This is a Tag creation. You'll love to see it. Here we go, chat.
Ready, set, step.
Put this in sound Voltex terms. Imagine all of the SoFly. All right, here we go. Both players tied.
Keep on rocking it.
Oh, and it looks like, yeah, Silver did pick up some misses right there. Silver is a little bit familiar with it. I just wasn't sure if he wasn't ready for it. All right, and Lubanah picking up his first straight, and now holding about a 20-point EX lead over Silver right now. But one thing that's been really consistent is Silver's MA. When Silver is locked in, his PA and MA are on point. And despite, you know, the flubs earlier on, Silver's doing a really good job of not letting the lead get too out of control. Keeping it within about 25 EX points right now. All right, here we go into the next slowdown and the stop. That last freeze is what makes this chart so awkward, the PA. Because it's just weird and wild. All right, here we go. We're about to get ready to end it. Lubanah looks like he's going to take it, but anything can happen. We saw that at the beginning. Let's see how Silver does. Silver finished strong.
You got the step, you got the flow. Keep up the perfect combo. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
All right, Lubanah with the full combo, 823, takes it over Silver for 792.
Excuse me, is your name Perfection?
Tag is awesome. As I said, I haven't had a chance to like really hang out and personally speak with Tag yet, but Tag has been walking around meeting people, having a blast so far. Yesterday he caught Dance Rush and he just walked in of his own accord, and you could see he's been wearing a mask. Just the biggest smile watching all the competitors flex and get it in last night. He has been super happy to meet everyone, and he's just been thrilled to just hang out with the rhythm game community and everyone that appreciates everything he's done. All right, so we are going to get the third song in the card draw. Classic, My Summer Love. The song that's charted slow, but is dense as hell. All right, tail of the tape. Both players have a PFC, but Silver, the wild one, has 10 perfects? 10 perfects on My Summer Love. So tail of the tape has this in favor of Silver. No, one perfect, I'm sorry. I'm still warming up my brain. One perfect. Here we go, chat. This set's gonna be wild. This one's gonna be a wild one. Let's go.
Let's go.
I think I want to get to know him.
Here we go, chat. All right, both players within about 3x points of each other. Yeah, with their records, it's totally gonna come down to perfect now.
You can do no wrong.
handling that part perfectly, but we know the part coming up is the part that's gonna make or break. All right, close set so far. 5 points with it from each other. 5-6.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go, chat. This is gonna do it. We're gonna figure out here.
You got the beat, you got the song, you can do no wrong.
Oh, and Silver picks up the great, so now we're tied. Lubanah light comboing that entire section. All right, chat. Don't blink, don't blink. Eyes open. Here we go. We're within 1 point of each other. Whoa!
Stage cleared.
Silver takes it by 1 point. 12 perfects, 1 great. Lubanah with 15 perfects. 1 point. The first sheesh of the stream. All right, so this is coming down to, what about energy drinks? It could be an energy drink. Get some fluids in your body, chat. I'm drinking some water right now. All right. Chat, tail the tape, as well as the tail with the commentator. There's a whole lot of unfamiliarity going on right now with this chart. Neither player has a score on it. I maybe have played this song once. So we're all gonna follow along together, and we're just gonna see how this goes. Up, I already see someone F this song in chat. Oh boy. We already have some people that already know what's about to happen. So here we go.
Show me what you got.
Coming down to the card draw tiebreaker. Let's get this. All right, both players still sitting on a gold combo right now. 1 point between each other, and it looked like Lubanah picked up a great.
You can do no wrong.
Oh, and another great. So now Silver has the lead by about 5 DX points.
You're the one they came to see.
Silver still sitting on a PFC.
100 combos.
All right, still about 6 points between the two. Both players sitting on a full combo, Silver with the gold combo. Oh, hit the jack.
Come on, check that crowd. They love it.
All right, still within 5 points of each other. Super competitive, super close. Right. Silver still maintaining the lead right now. Still maintaining the PFC too. But Lubanah's MA has been crisp. And making sure that it's not getting above that like 5-6 points between them. All right, oh, and it looked like Silver did pick up. And Lubanah took advantage of that to take the lead. All right, Lubanah takes it. Takes advantage of that slight flub from Silver to take it 12-34 to 12-25. What a good competitive set. Good set from both players. All right, so coming up to the stage, looks like we have Kelvin. Shout out to the boy Kelvin. And AgentA, aka Agent A. I see some fans in the chat. All right, let's go, let's go. Gas up your faves. We love to see this here. Show some love.
Music Psychoda.
Okay. Starting off, ooh, we're going to get Black Jackal, a.k.a. That Sauce, a.k.a. An amazing song from Akira Complex, a.k.a. one of my signature freestyle songs in Dance Rush. Absolutely, we're going to get this. We're going to turn it up louder. Figuratively, we're going to figuratively turn it up louder. All right, we are ready to go. They are locked in. Tail of the tape has AgentA actually with a 99, Kelvin with the 97. But as we saw,
Here comes the beat.
that can only tell you but so much. Here we go, chat. Ooh, and Kelvin picking up a couple of greats really early on. AgentA comfortably sitting on a PSC right now. It's about a 10 EX point lead. Looks like Kelvin has dialed it in. Let's see if he can go ahead and make it up. All right. AgentA picking up a couple of greats, a couple of perfects right there, but still maintaining his lead over Kelvin by about 19 EX right now. Kelvin, so far, with a substantial up score. You love to see it.
You got the beat.
Kelvin gets ready to hit the 450 EX point mark.
No wrong.
All right, here we go.
Make some noise.
At the part of the song that I have to say is the breather. Get a little chance to kind of like dial everything back in. Agent's in at about 25 EX point lead right now.
Yes.
Kelvin just breaking into 700.
Do no wrong.
AgentA still sitting on a PSC. Here we go. Kelvin doing a good job with his MA coming out into the section. Oh, and AgentA picked up a great, but still quite in the lead, breaking 1,000 on the EX score.
Combo after combo. Look at all
All right,
these
Kelvin still putting in work. Let's go ahead and see him stay strong. With a substantial upcore, full combo from both. AgentA takes it 1128 to Kelvin with 1084. And Kelvin with an upscore, we take those. First, but not many. First, if not the last, upscore. Shout out to the boy Nano Ninja Twitch chat. Love to see it. Hope you're doing well out there, buddy. And shout out to all my YouTube stream monsters out there. Y'all are the real ones. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Tuning in with us as we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube. That's right, both of them. Both of them. And talk about spicy pick. Wait a minute. Whoa. Y'all wildin' over here. Ace for Aces DSP. Y'all boys is wildin'. Whose mans was this? AgentA, Tail of the Tape, 99.4 to Kevin's 979. Get ready, folks. Eyes open. This is going to be a heater.
Tear it up.
All right. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this song, expect BPM changes as well as some stops. And some, well, we're about to get ready to see one right now. Kelvin right now,
Perfect.
with the 2-point EX lead, nails it.
Come on, everybody. Make some noise.
AgentA, no slouch, as we saw in the previous match. Doing a good job of keeping it within 1 to 2 EX points as the lead kind of bounces back and forth between two.
Yes.
All right, to the slowdown. Both players showing that they do have the song knowledge. As I like to say, this song is a skill check. It is a knowledge check. This is a song you never want to have sight read and picked on you. Kelvin's still sitting on the PFC, very impressive. AgentA, however, with the better MA, with about 12 EX points to lead right now. Kelvin picking up his first great. So now we are going to come down to the rest of the song. There's still
You can do no
We're a little over halfway, but there's still more song left. Oh, Kelvin picks up the miss. I think he forgot about that stop right there. All right, Kelvin down by about 50 points. See if he can go ahead and finish strong. AgentA still sitting on that full combo. All right, here we go. Kelvin doing a good job of making up for that good and the good miss that he picked up. AgentA still finishing strong. We get right in near to the end of the song. All right, and AgentA takes that 1376 to Kelvin's 1274. What an absolutely crazy pick. Like I said, whose mans was responsible for that pick? Whose mans did that pick? He's wildin' out here. All right, AgentA with 2 on the board right now. As we go to our next pick of the card draw. Those of you but you may not have known, when Ace for Aces came out in DDR, it was an extra stage. It was an extra exclusive. It was the extra stage after the extra stage. And to unlock it, you had to full combo the difficulty. You had to actually not just full combo it. You had to at least, if I'm correct, you had to get if you got anything less than a perfect, you automatically fail. So it was a race, and I think Dr. D was the first person to PFC it on difficult. It took hundreds, and I don't mean that figuratively, it took hundreds of attempts. And if you know about DDR, that's not, you don't get to just select a song that's a screen like they're doing here. You have to play a full set, get specific conditions, full combo, no, get like full combo or no less than 4 on the extra stage. And then you had to do that just to play it. So, here we go, across world. I have words for this chart, but I'm just going to let you guys watch and come up with your own opinion. Here we go, both players sitting on the, oh, there it is. This is what makes this song incredibly tricky. All the step jumps, AgentA handling them with ease. Kelvin did pick up a miss. Both players are now no longer in PFC world. AgentA with about a 29-point EX lead right now. Especially with this song, it sounds weird for me to say, but chat, this is the breather. Yep, there it is. This is a chance to kind of dial it in before it gets really incredibly jumpy. All right, Kelvin doing a good job of still staying in there, getting a substantial up score. AgentA with about 100, a little less than 80 EX point lead right now. AgentA breaking to 900 EX score. Kelvin still maintaining that combo. Like I said, substantial up score, plus about 120 on the EX. We love to see up scores around here, chat. We love to see up scores. All right, AgentA still handling the lead. And there it is. AgentA takes it 12-23 to Kelvin's 10-92. Shout out to both players, Kelvin and AgentA. All right, you saw him earlier on, Lubanah, with the really, really intense and close set with Silver. Both players taking pictures, showing the love. And because this is what you like to see. All right, so as we get to his first pick, shout out to everyone that's made this tournament happen. We got Round 1 for hosting us. Thank you so much, Round 1, for hosting us. We also have Hong Kong Baimu. Thank you so much for providing apparel and swag for Dance Rush, as well as some of the people here. And then also Fuego Shoes, always a sponsor of the Twitch stream. Thank you so much, Fuego, for kicking back. And also thank all of you, once again, for tuning in, making this happen. We got some special guests in the house. We got Tag, of course. You may have just saw him. We also have Esteban, the Besteban, hold back to block. I'm not saying that there's going to be a hold back to block video, but I'm going to say stay tuned. We're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to go to Blew My Mind DSP. Here we go, chat. Both players starting off beautifully. Oh, Kelvin picking up an early miss, which gives Lubanah a 9-point EX lead, a little bit more of a gap. All right, let's see if Kelvin can go ahead and kind of recover after this. Oh, this song is tricky. The slowdowns, the BPM changes make this song kind of rough.
You're a rock star. You're the only one they came to see.
Kelvin has been showing that once he kind of gets it dialed in, does an amazing job of keeping pace of where he's at. Lubanah, you saw him before, maintaining a very comfortable lead right now, just broken to the 525 mark. Kelvin breaking 500 EX score.
Oh yeah, they're giving it up for you, ho.
All right, both players hitting the crossovers very well. Kelvin with a little bit of a turn.
Make some noise. Holla.
Lubanah still comfortably sitting. Kelvin doing a good job now.
You're gonna break the
Formerly was down by about 120. Went ahead and brought that back to now being down by about a little over 50 points at this point. Shout out to Kelvin, putting in work. Finishing strong.
You got the crowd on fire.
All right, both players handled the stop really well.
Psychola. They're cheering for you or 100 combos.
All right, and we got it. Lubanah, 1261, takes it over Kelvin with 1192. So first song out the way, a toughie. It's a 12, but it's not a free 12. There are definitely some more freer 12s out there, let me tell you. So, all right, as we go into the next song, let's see what else. Last night we had Sprint the Dancer, professional dancer with the NBA, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that's someone who you will see, if you are a sports fan, you will see him on TV during the break halftime shows. And both of these boys are wild. Chaos Terror-Tech, AKA the better Chaos. We all know it's true. This is the better Chaos, chat. This is the better song. It's up for debate, although you'll be wrong. Tail of the tape, 96.6 from Lubanah, or 99, we're playing the DSP, sorry. 99 from Lubanah and 87 from Kelvin. So I think Kelvin, his score is probably based off of like him playing at extra stage and just failing out, which is absolutely normal.
Ready, set,
But
step.
if you're not ready for Chaos, expect so many stops. It is what Chaos is known for. And this remix, the Terror-Tech remix, is no different. All right, Kelvin with a 3-point lead right now. But it's Chaos. If anyone's bagged, here we go. Chaos. Kevin picks up his first three
Talking about.
and gives Lubanah the lead by about 4 points. Both players still sitting on a full combo.
Crowd, they love it. That's what I'm talking about. You got the magic touch, baby.
Stop, go.
Combos.
All right, Lubanah still holding the lead. Kelvin only by about 9 to 10 points. Doing a good job of like not being free. Definitely not staying free. Here we go, folks.
Yeah, they're giving it up for you, ho. You're dancing like a pro.
All right, Kelvin over anticipating the step. He picks up a good for it. Lubanah doing a good job of navigating these stops. Both players go stepping for rhythm. Both players showing that they do have the knowledge check on this. Oh, and Kelvin picks up a miss right there, which is helping Lubanah to stay ahead by about 50 EX points right now. Kelvin breaks into the 800. 57 EX point lead for Lubanah. Kelvin, substantial up score. All right, and Kelvin picks up the miss right there. Not that he didn't have the rhythm, but he just kind of misplaced his foot. All right, and at the end, Lubanah takes it, 1198. Kelvin, 1118. But Kelvin with the 148 improvement. Actually, a substantial improvement. 97 on that song is a damn good score. That song is rough. We are back on the mic, ones and twos. We got the boy. If you paid attention to the last tournament, the Pittsburgh tournament, Don Wright, you may be familiar with this voice that's right here. We got the boy, one of the most knowledgeable commentators in the business, Roco. How's it doing, buddy? How you doing? This is your first time in Ohio? Well, I am glad that you made it across the border. This is awesome. I'm glad to have you here. So, we got two people that we saw earlier on. We have AgentA and Silver. Silver qualified out of the previous pool. And we are going to be playing Haunted Rhapsody ESP in this pool. I do believe both of these players, they might be fighting for whoever wins this kind of has a shot at getting out of this pool.
Mario, what I'm going to try to do here is stand up so I can watch the footwork while you watch the screen, if that's okay with you.
Oh, you don't need to apologize. But here we go. Looking like Silver is actually taking a little bit of a lead by about 5 EX points right now.
Silver maintaining the lead. All those MA training coming in, not really letting AgentA get any ground here.
Yeah, AgentA, super solid, super constant for the last one. Like 3-0 his previous opponent. Silver, like I said, qualified out of the previous pools. Oh, it looks like AgentA picked up a great right there, which doesn't do too much. It's still about a 3-point DX difference, and they're bouncing back and forth. Silver's still sitting on a PFC, actually, right now.
What's helping him here is that he's reading it a bit slower than AgentA. As you can see, Haunted Rhapsody is very turn-heavy. And so Silver being able to read those turns just a little bit further ahead than AgentA is giving him the set of time he needs to just MA those crossovers very quickly. AgentA has flipped the lead, though, up by 2 EX here. It is still neck and neck in anyone's game as we approach the lighter half of this song. Flip back over to Silver's favor, though, up by 7 EX. Maintaining the PFC still. Nailing these crossovers still. AgentA still not, staying too far behind. Down by 5. Song's almost over, I think.
And Silver takes it.
By 4.
11:06.
Close match. This, I believe, was AgentA's pick. And so it'll be now on AgentA to fight the uphill battle.
All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Hope you can feel Roco a little bit better.
Hopefully. Sounds good. Good evening, good afternoon, chat. Much better? Okay. Let's get ready to rumble, stumble, tumble, what other fumble? Penalty 5EX.
Yeah, we here. Thank you, chat. As always, I love it when you guys let us know that the quality, because we want to keep the production value and the quality high in the stream. We want to keep it going. We want to showcase some good-ass DDR, and it's been that way so far. Speaking of good-ass DDR, Adularia, one of my favorite DJ Toto songs in this game.
Adularia is a banger. It's a short, bursty, MA-focused 180 BPM song. it's recommended to a lot of players entering the 14 range as a first level 14 PFC.
Select
I
level.
sorry, I'm laughing at the house announcement. Both players have a 99. However, Silver has a PFC with 50 greats. I mean, 50 perfects.
Show me what you
So
I'm
here we
admittedly
go.
distracted by the announcement.
Oh, it's been funny.
Quiet opening here. Song is synced a little bit late. Yeah, both players struggling to, enter the window a little bit.
AgentA picking up an early great right there, which gives Silver about a 13-point lead right now.
And if Silver is just able to keep the consistency for the rest of the song, that's all he might need in this kind of song.
But AgentA doing an amazing job of like just bouncing right back from that early great.
Absolutely. What AgentA is looking for now to climb this next uphill battle is just, try to keep it together, find the window, and stay there. If he's able to do that, then all he has to do is wait for a Silver to make a mistake, and that EX lead will shrink.
All right, and that's pretty much kind of what we're looking at. Silver just breaking into the 500s. It's kind of up to Silver to maintain that lead, especially when we kind of come out of this slower section right here.
Absolutely. Now here comes some bursts.
200.
Both of them handle it beautifully. MA on the last drill right there.
Come on, check that crowd.
All right, here goes the breather right before we go into the, I guess I would say the part of the song.
The part, a little bit of a walk followed by a quick staircase burst. AgentA MFC's that.
Oh, and
PFC's the burst coming out of that.
Silver picked up a good along the way.
Still up by 24 EX though. Not much song left, about 100 steps total.
You're the one they came to see. You got the step. You got
All right, Silver still maintaining about 30 EX point lead.
combo.
Doing a good job of making up for the good that he got earlier on.
Not much song left. All Silver has to do is take it home, but AgentA needs to not give up either. Still anyone's game.
400 combos.
2, 3, 4.
All
Silver
right.
takes it by 23, 33, 20.
All right, 1307 to 1310 to AgentA 1277.
33, there we go.
Numbers,
Numbers.
math.
I studied math for 4.5 years. God dang it.
Someone said Silver was moving like he was just playing a level 6. Boy, that's scary. That's talent. It takes a lot of talent to no bar and make it look just smooth and effortless.
When Silver is in his zone, he has one of the smoothest moves out of any no bar player I've ever seen. Some people, they'll step, they'll jerk their way between the different steps. Some people just glide.
It's a talent that I am envious of. I am the former. I get real jerky and I have to cactus my arm so I don't tip over with my top heavy body, and it's embarrassing. Unless it's an old school song and then I'll swag it. Other than that, it's just fucking embarrassing.
This set looking really spicy. New Decade difficult. Very lateral heavy. Has a slowdown at the end here. Just the basic. Okay. I was talking about the 14 chat. I apologize.
It's okay. We're all learning together.
We're all learning.
Still doesn't change the fact that this is a 400 BPM chart, yo.
This is a banger of a song. Silver exits the opening with an MFC. Kelvin's not too far behind by around 13 EX. Plenty of song left. White for 50 Silver.
All right, so as we come up to the fun part of the song, the DDR. Silver ahead by about 20 EX points right now.
Going white for 100 though, just his first perfect. Double stepping all these crossovers might be a sign of fatigue. He's been going hard so far this match.
And Kelvin, both players getting tripped up by the slowdown.
Kelvin though, I think closing the gap a little bit. 20 EX down versus 30, I think just a moment ago. We're entering the back half of the song.
And we kick back up to 400.
Silver really struggling with those gimmicks here on this chart.
And Kelvin is happy to take advantage of it, doing a good job of not letting it get past 30 EX points at this point. But Silver, even with kind of the foibles, is doing a good job of just all right, I may be getting some misses and some goods along the way, but my MA is pretty on point for the rest of it.
Now on the ending, Silver though, able to just work it through, not doing it too cleanly, but able to close out with a 50+ EX lead. with strong enough fundamentals, you can work your way through just about any kind of gimmick.
Absolutely, and it shows right there as Silver takes a 1061 to Kelvin's 1007.
15, 5, 7, and 3. That is very strong showing.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's a
4 and
Konami
11.
number.
Hey! It's our first get it of the
We
stream.
got a 5-7-3.
We got
Let's
our
go.
first get it of the stream, chat. We here. The time is now. Ooh, Seta para Cima. Ooh.
Up arrow in Portuguese. Very interesting.
Yes, the
Rhythmically
up
advanced.
arrow is important. Shout out to all of my Portuguese, all of the Brazilian folks who may happen to be watching the stream. Sending love from the U.S., love to Brazil. Y'all the real ones down there. But I bet a lot of them are watching the Pump It Up stream right now on J-Boy's channel on Twitch. Which, if it hasn't started, it's about to start right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be hot. But speaking of hot, you know, this is the time that this song is a banger. Get up out your seat. Go ahead and get some foot. Wiggle those hips. And let's see how both of these players do on this.
Both players opening strong here.
All right,
Both
sitting.
found themselves in the window. It is a bit tough to find the MA window on this song in particular.
All right, Kelvin picking up his first great right there.
Silver up by 6 here, working his way through the advanced rhythms. Kelvin falling not too far behind, but it is bleeding a little bit. Still anyone's game.
100 combos.
All right, and the thing about this song is like those gallops are very kind of tricky. This is a rough song to sight read because you'll easily like lose your balance anticipating the rhythm of those gallops.
Yeah, in this chart, you're dealing with a lot of like syncopated rhythms, you know, gallops and skips, triplets, just as you saw there.
But both players still sitting on a full combo, doing a good job of handling it so far. Looks like Silver is actually still sitting on the PFC, hitting about 625 EX right now.
Certainly
Kelvin,
passing the knowledge check. That bridge can be very tough if you don't know like green notes are coming up. Silver up by 100 here. Kelvin not giving up though.
all right, Kelvin, I know he's going to finish strong. Send some love, chat. Send some love to all these competitors over here. Throwing it down with some banger music.
I'm seeing lots of minimalist foot movement from both players, especially from Silver. These patterns should resolve as crossovers, but Silver's just able to shuffle between the two corners here very cleanly.
Silver over here putting in work. Kelvin getting very active. Love to see it.
He's looking tired though, but he ain't giving up, and I respect that. Both players close out strong. Silver takes it though.
All right. All my Blaze It fans in the chat. 420 full combo from both. And Silver with 1236, 42 perfect PFC. And Kelvin with 1059. Shout out to both players. Both of them have been playing for quite a while, actually. They are exhausted. Silver especially.
You know, I'm from Eastern Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half north of Philadelphia, okay? And one of my friends in the area is Lubanah. So we're, you know, pretty close acquainted, you know, get to maintain regular correspondence. But I moved up to Pennsylvania from Orlando, Florida. And one of my friends from the Orlando scene was AgentA. And so we've also formed regular correspondence. So I got to hang out with these two gentlemen at Starbucks this morning, you know, on Mentor Avenue. And I told them, I'm just going to be here watching popcorn, but I get the honor and privilege to commentate y'all's match. So this will be a set for the ages as far as I'm concerned.
The homies.
The homies.
The homies battle. 2 enter, 1 advances out of pools.
It's going to be hot.
The stakes are laid bare for all to see.
What do we have ahead of us today?
I don't want to spoil it.
All right.
I just want to see your reaction. I want to
right,
see
fine.
yours and chat's reaction to what's about to happen.
Yeah, I want to see it too. I've only heard what they're up to, but I don't know what they've picked.
You felt like you just watched the pre-match promo. That's what you can expect here when Ohio DDR brings the heat and the rhythm game is all gathered together.
That's one of the special things I've noticed just so far being at Mistake on the Lake. It's my first national tournament. You know, if we consider Don Right a regional tournament, is the serious confluence of players from all over the country. People have come from as far as California and then internationally from Canada and Taiwan to attend this tournament, as well as several Japanese players.
Several Japanese players. And of course, our special guest that needs no introduction, Tag, is in here as well. Looking forward to hanging out with him a little bit more later on. So, StrayedCatz is the first one.
This is the first one.
This, you know, this isn't the fucked up part. It's, I'm gonna say that there's a certain song named after a planet coming up. And I'll leave it at that.
Pluto.
There's a certain song named after the planet, and it's a joke about how that's not a planet anymore. It's that song.
I see.
Yes. Oh, that chat immediately just said, fuck. I love it.
First stage.
And they're getting right into it. This difficult chart is a little more forgiving than the expert chart, which Konami originally rated a 14 at release. We'll see fewer gallows, but still plenty of gimmicks, PPM changes, and syncs, quirks galore.
Both players showing that they have the chart knowledge. I think between these two, it's going to come down to perfects.
It's going to come down to perfects.
Like even match here, within 1 EX point of each other, and you can't even call the lead. It's kind of, it's going to bounce back and forth almost all the way.
We're seeing a little bit of turns. It'll be interesting how both players handle these turns. AgentA, you know, seemingly being able to MA through these. Lubanah, though, being able to work through them as well. AgentA up by 5 here. Maintaining the PFC through this initial slowdown. A gradual speed back up to full speed. Hitting it.
Oh, and it looks like Lubanah picked up his first grade, which gives AgentA a 5-point lead right now.
Yep, so far passing the knowledge check. Both players honestly doing well here.
Check that crowd. They love it. 200 combos.
All right, it looks like both players still on a full combo. Actually, Lubanah doing a really good job of catching back up just a little bit. Still keeping it within about 5 EX. Actually, it's about 8 EX points now at this point.
We have a short pause here. Reflecting on the spin section, they just double stepped through the whole thing. Both players really not ready to cross over just about anything.
All right, AgentA still maintaining the PFC right now. Luba still down by about 15 EX points.
And now a few seconds of silence. AgentA up 17. There's not too many steps left. Anyone's game.
As you see, they're having a little chat.
And AgentA gets the PFC on one of the hardest 11s in the folder. Takes it by 16.
10-23 to Lubanah's 1007.
That's spicy.
All right, so as we move on to the next song, the pool runner Bubby tapped me on the shoulder. I told y'all, fucked up.
Pluto Relinquish.
Certain song about a planet that's not a planet anymore.
Well, there are 3 Plutos in this library at least. This is one of them. The 14 is, I think it's like the first ever like old 10-footer on difficult.
Yes. And boy, did people go, oh shit, I need to, oh god, that was the one that you got an accomplishment on. Like that and Bag were like, I need to get a song that's like a full combo, that's not incredibly difficult. Bag, Sakura, Relinquish. But Relinquish is still fucked up with the BPM changes and just the knowledge check that you have to have.
It is a knowledge check, it is also a sync check. One way to describe it, it's like chasing a van going down a hill while a piano is playing.
All right, here we go. AgentA with 95, Lubanah with 99. And the immediate skill check starts as the song, as the chart goes as soon as you're loading.
AgentA thinking it's a bit later than it has to be. Hitting slow on a lot of these early steps here. Lubanah taking advantage of that, going up by 13.
Yes.
All right, here
Lots
we go.
of turns here. Slowing back down to 200.
All right, and it looking like AgentA kind of had to dial it in on that slowdown, but you can't get too comfortable because we're about to speed right back up. Lubanah with about a 23-point lead right now. Both players, MA just, you love to see it white on the screen, white combo.
In this section of the chart, what we're looking for is that both players can comfortably MA at 200 BPM, because it's all just going to be red notes until we slow down to 100 again. bit of an advanced rhythm here. Lubanah gets a good.
And that actually gave AgentA what he needed. So now he's down by 9 points.
About 2/3 of the song way. AgentA drops combo though.
Oh yeah, Lubanah happy to see that, happy to take advantage of that.
Can
Up by 20.
Go ahead. And then AgentA struggling to compensate for the sync change here. Pluto Relinquish does drift. Lubanah able to maintain the window though as they're up by like 40. Here comes the ending. A lot of double taps at 400 BPM.
All right, Lubanah's gonna take this, but let's see how strong AgentA finishes it out with the crossover the turns.
Lubanah takes it by 45.
And a full combo at that.
It's a full combo.
All right, so Lubanah fires back. So I do believe next we are going to go
Into a card draw.
We're gonna go to card draw.
Yeah.